Are you wasting time in Disney World?
We're doing an experiment to see how much you can get done without all that crazy running around.
Or is it even possible?
Questions.
Science.
This is what people do with their face when they're asking questions about science. We spend a lot of time making videos to show you how to get the most out of your Disney World trip. To do so, we often zigzag and run around the parks to make sure we are making the most of our time. Sometimes racking up almost 30,000 steps in a park day. Literally, have we even talked about this yet? Yesterday we filmed the Monopoly video in Epcot. Yeah. Did you look at your step count?
No, I'm afraid to.
Okay, I did it when I got home last night.
What is it?
24,000 steps. And we didn't really like start until like noon, 11 or noon, and we stopped at 6. That's 24,000 steps in 6 hours. But all those steps, that's not really realistic for families coming to the parks who may not be able or who want to run around like that all day. So we're doing an experiment. Because we've done this experiment in the past at other parks, you can check out those videos for the Magic Kingdom and Epcot. I am the constant. Every experiment is a constant, so I will be doing all the zigzags. And Fry, you're gonna go land by land to see how much we can actually get done in our allotted time. We only have 4 hours to conquer all of Animal Kingdom, all of Animal Kingdom's attractions.
All right, good morning, Animal Kingdom. The weather is lovely today, nice and cool, but I'm also able to wear pants. I love this time of year. Christmas decorations are up in Animal Kingdom. They're beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. Love it here. So, I have been tasked as the person going land by land. And because of that, I'm going to start in Pandora, and we already have 2 lightning lanes for both of the attractions in Pandora. So we are good, we're set, we're ready to roll.
Just because we are in Discovery Island, and there's still a couple more minutes until my first lightning lane, I figured might as well knock this one out. It's Tough to Be a Bug, which is a 3D show inspired by Pixar's A Bug's Life. Now there are some more immersive elements to this show that is definitely probably gonna be scary. Probably. That's to choose one, Sage. Probably gonna be a little too intense for kids, so I would definitely read the warnings. Don't think you're coming in here just to see a cute 3D show like PhilharMagic. There are some intense moments. There's a huge, larger-than-life Hopper, which is the antagonist of the story. I have yet to leave the theater ever in the history of ever, and I've seen this show quite a lot of times because I love it. But I've never left the show without hearing some sort of child cry. It can get intense. Also, the show actually takes place inside of the park's icon, the Tree of Life, and you get a really up-close, personal look at some of the, carvings that make up the Tree of Life. Because the Tree of Life is a fake tree, but it is made up of 325 plus animal carvings. It's really cool, it's really gorgeous, and it houses a full show. The other reason I love It's Tough to Be a Bug is because it's as if these bugs are putting on a musical cabaret. It's like this Tree of Life has been their theater for a long time. So in the, lobby of the Tree of Life, you can actually see some posters from their old productions, their repertory theater. It's just a bunch of Broadway bug puns, which is a lot of fun. And lastly, the other reason I really love It's Tough to Be a Bug is because D23, they did announce its potential closure, or they announced a Zootopia 3D show, which it would make sense for it to come here into the Tree of Life. So the rumor is that this might be going away soon, so I would say see it while you can, enjoy it while you can.
This is the Valley of Moara on the planet of Pandora. This land is themed to the Avatar movies. This land is absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking. I encourage you to come by and just look at it. Of course, this land is home to the 2 most popular rides in Animal Kingdom, and with that becomes long wait times. So we've got floating mountains over there. All the plants are super pretty. It's also very pretty at night. The ground starts to light up at night, and we're finally at that point in time of the year where you can actually see that at night because it gets dark at like 5 o'clock. But if you come in the summer, you might not get to see nighttime Pandora, but I encourage you to try. We are heading to Navi River Journey first. I do have a lightning lane for it. I'm gonna take just like 2 minutes, finish my coffee, because I'm gonna have to throw it away before I get on the ride. We're just gonna take a second. We're gonna look at the mountains, We're gonna enjoy our coffee because you can do that on an Animal Kingdom day and still get everything done. I love this park. Navi River Journey is a dark boat ride that takes you through the Valley of Moara to see all the different animals and plant species. It's a very beautiful ride. Do not get me wrong. Very pretty, very calming, very relaxing. However, this ride has low capacity, so it's hard to get a bunch of people on it very quickly, and that's why it gets such long wait times. Right now it's only 35 minutes, which is not bad at all for Navi River, but sometimes when you see this line at a 60-minute wait and it doesn't make sense, that is why. And now we are walking right next door to the next attraction, which is Flight of Passage, which is the big ride here in Animal Kingdom. I did buy an individual lightning lane for it this morning. So right now I can see standby wait is 70 minutes. This is terrible, but thankfully I have the lightning lane. This ride, I love this ride. Absolutely one of my favorites. Also, because I am going land by land, after I scanned in for my Navi River Journey lightning lane, I got one for Kilimanjaro Safaris, which is in the next land over. So there's a little bit of time in between that we'll have time to kill. But now, Flight of Passage is a simulator ride where you get connected with a Banshee and get to fly around Pandora. It is beautiful, another breathtaking ride. And it's also thrilling. Some people might be a little afraid if you're afraid of heights. It is the same kind of ride show building as Soarin'. Overall kind of same attraction, but it takes it up a level and it doesn't feel the same. It feels a lot more thrilling. So just be aware, if someone is afraid of heights, they might not love this ride, but I still would recommend you at least try it just once.
I didn't actually end up purchasing my first lightning lane until around 8 o'clock today, which is an hour after you can purchase your first lightning lane, and I still got a great time. I'm hitting Navi River Journey around 9:50, and my individual lightning lane actually just started at 9:20 for Flight of Passage. So we're gonna hit up Flight of Passage, we're gonna Navi River Journey, and with that, Pandora is done. And I know I'm not going by land by land, but I can kind of do what I want. I got no rules for this experiment.
Now we've ridden the two most popular rides in this entire park in the span of 30 minutes, 40 minutes. But now our lightning lane for Kilimanjaro Safaris has already started, so as soon as we get there, we can scan in and then I'll make the next lightning lane. Guys, this is a great day. I don't know if you can tell. This is a good day. And if you did not know, over in the, it's not really the back, but Satu'li Canteen is over there. We come right here to this pathway, and it's not really a secret pathway, but it's a not as well known pathway. This path is going to take us directly to Africa, which is the next land over, which is what I'm doing today. So as soon as we cross into Africa, we're going to pass by Festival of the Lion King, and we're going to head over to Kilimanjaro Safaris. Now this challenge is only rides, so there's not that many on our list. The bugs are so loud in Pandora. Oh, I think I hear Santa Claus. Is he coming to me? Another reason to love this pathway. I don't know which way the flotillas are going. It's Santa! Merry Christmas!
Happy holiday, everyone. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Birthday?
Yes!
Very nice. Hi, guys.
Honestly, the best thing to come out of the 2020 closures was the flotillas here in Animal Kingdom. So they're kind of like a cavalcade, like we have in Magic Kingdom, where it's just like a short little parade, but they're flotillas, they're on the water. They come by all throughout the day, so many different characters. I've seen Pocahontas, I've seen Scrooge McDuck, Rafiki and Timon, and there's a drummer one, so I love the flotillas.
Seriously, just a great attraction. A couple things. It is the most popular ride in the entire park. Right now it's a 70-minute wait, and today is a super slow day. So if you want to ride Flight of Passage, I definitely recommend either rope dropping it, making it the last thing that you do at the very end of your day, because remember, as long as the park is open, the queue is open. Even if it's 2 minutes until closing, the queue is open. Or you can get an individual lightning lane for it, a great way to skip the line. Or if you really love it, you really want to ride it, just be prepared to wait some time for it. But now we're moving on to Navi River Journey. Now, I know it looks like I'm doing land by land just because I happen to be doing all of Pandora first, but that's just kind of how the cookie crumbled today. Oh wow, 65 minutes. Maybe it's not a slow day. Navi River Journey is a slow-moving boat ride through a lush bioluminescent rainforest. Now, I have actually had a lot more respect for it lately because I have a new perspective on it. It is basically Pandora's version of Kilimanjaro Safari, where you are getting a look at some of Pandora's animals and vegetation. And if you're gonna look at it that way, I feel like it makes a whole lot more sense, and I have more appreciation for it. Before, I would just be like, well, that happened.
We are walking past Festival of the Lion King. It is one of the many wonderful shows here in Animal Kingdom. I am a little sad that this experiment doesn't include the shows because those are such a key part of an Animal Kingdom day, like Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo, and more. So if you're here for a full day in Animal Kingdom, please, please, please go check out the shows. They're amazing, but we're not going to do that today. And now we've made it to Africa, which is home to Kilimanjaro Safaris, our next attraction on the list. I do have to say I love Animal Kingdom during the holidays. The holiday decorations are so unique, but they feel like, I don't know how to describe it. It makes you feel good, but the holidays, it's not your typical decor, it's something new, and they're all creative, and they fit so well with all the theming. So I do think Animal Kingdom has some of the best holiday decorations. I don't know if that's controversial or not, but I know that a lot of people on my team agree with me. So again, just take some time to walk around the parks, appreciate this level to detail, appreciate the decorations. There's so much to look at from besides all of the rides. I love the details of a Disney park. That's one of my favorite things about the parks. I could just walk around a Disney park, do nothing all day, and be happy. I know a lot of people don't feel that way because it takes a lot of money to get into a Disney park, which I understand. But I just love the level to detail. Next up, let's go on a safari.
I want to talk about two things very specifically regarding about Navi River Journey. The first thing, when you're doing the lightning lane situation for Navi River Journey, you have to scan in twice. Once at the beginning to enter the lightning lane line, and then another time right before you go into the basically right before you go into the cave. And if you're trying to get through as many rides as possible, you basically have to scan in and then immediately book another lightning lane before you get to the cave. And the cave is literally 4 steps, because inside the cave all Wi-Fi goes out, all cellular goes out. There is absolutely nothing. So you've got to be, hopefully they've stopped you outside the cave for, I don't know, enough time, but not really. You're literally being just like you said, all right, into the cave. And all Wi-Fi goes out, all cellular goes out. There's no way to book a lightning lane. I couldn't book the lightning lane for Kilimanjaro Safaris until I was literally right after the attraction ended. I was like, oh, okay, so Wi-Fi's back on. So just be aware of that. But also, for some reason, right now, Navi River Journey has a very, very long line. Approximately, I went in there, it was like 65 minutes. And typically, I would say it's around that time, but they're really trying to get people through that attraction, which is fine. I understand they want everybody to ride it, but the boats, they flew. The boats were flying today, and I mean going through that attraction so quickly. I don't know if you can see the footage. It might be too dark, but basically all the boats were like, it was one right after another. There was not a lot of, there was like maybe a foot and a half between boats. Also, I could feel the jets. We were being pushed so quickly, and it was like, oh, this was a super fast attraction today. I mean, honestly, it does kind of feel like a bummer, but I mean, I get it. They want to get through as many people on the attraction as possible, and they're trying to make the line shorter. I get it, but I felt like, oh, this felt like a rushed experience. Now, I did book Kilimanjaro Safari because that is the highest rated attraction right now, currently about 55 minutes, and it is the furthest away Lightning Lane as well, time-wise. It was about, it's an hour from now, I guess maybe about 45 to 50 minutes away from now, which means I do have some time to kill. So I'm going to head over to Everest to do the single rider line, and then probably make my way back to Africa to either do the Wildlife Express or maybe, I don't know, maybe get a snack. I know that's not part of the experiment today, but it feels like a good day for a snack. Have made it to Expedition Everest, which is all the way in Asia. We definitely crisscrossed a lot for this one, but we're trying to make use of our time. It only took us about 5 to 7 minutes to get over here. Not bad. Expedition Everest is a high-speed roller coaster attraction. It's the only coaster attraction here in Animal Kingdom, where basically you are on an expedition to head to Mount Everest. Unfortunately, the Forbidden Mountain is home to a vicious Yeti, so you better watch out. Now, the standby entrance is only 20 minutes, but for the purposes of today, we're gonna see if we can shorten that even further and do the single rider line, which is currently, is it open? It is open. Single rider line isn't always open, so definitely check to find out if it is indeed open. There aren't a lot of single rider lines left here in Disney World. They're only, let's see, we got Millennium Falcon, obviously Expedition Everest, Rock and Roller Coaster, Test Track. And the single rider line is a great way to expedite your line experience if you don't mind splitting up from the party, because you will be separated. There's only two to a row, and the whole reason for you to be here is for you to fill in those empty seats, so that way they can get full trains. Back to Africa because it is officially time for our Kilimanjaro Lightning Lane. Currently the standby is 50 minutes. Luckily our Lightning Lane just dropped, which should significantly cut down our wait time, but Africa is popping today. Well, I get it, everybody wants that corn on the cob from the Harambe fruit market. I get it, yo. I get it.
That was a really great safari. Saw so many animals. The weather is perfect this time of year. Some of the animals are still waking up, which I get it, early. But very fun safari. Fun fact of the day that I learned that I'd never known before: giraffes only sleep half an hour every day, 30 minutes. Couldn't be me. Now, I know that Sage won't agree with this because he doesn't think it's an attraction. But now we're gonna go ride the train to Fiki's Planet Watch and come straight back. It's on the list. Sorry, Sage.
And with that, while I'm in Africa, I'm here, I might as well do it. It's right next to Kilimanjaro Safari. I have to ride the Wildlife Express. Not my favorite, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Now, the Wildlife Express is actually a train that kind of takes you from point A to point B, and it takes you to Rafiki's Planet Watch. And on Rafiki's Planet Watch, that's where you can do a couple different things. There's the animation experience where you can basically draw a maybe your favorite Disney animal character. It's typically an animal, but with a real Disney animator, and they teach you how to draw it. It's really it's kind of a fun thing. It's basically a show. There are different times throughout the day, but it's really unique. There's also the affection section, which is a petting zoo, and there's some really unique things at that petting zoo. For example, there is a pig that animators based Pua, the pig from Moana. They based it off of a pig in the affection section, and you can check out their veterinary center. And that's where you can get an up-close and personal look at how some of the animals are being taken care of in case they're sick. Sometimes they just need checkups. Sometimes you'll see some surgeries happening there. It's pretty cool.
Right, done with the Wildlife Express. I actually did get off the train to film a little segment for a different video that I'm also filming today. So I did get off and walk over to Rafiki's. You don't have to if you just want to ride the train there and back. You totally can do that. Just sit on the train. But now we're gonna go to the next land over, which is Asia, and ride Kali River Rapids. Listen, I'm not against water rides. Water rides can be fun sometimes, but they're not fun in November, the end of November. So also I didn't bring any rain gear, classic. Complete 100% honesty with you right now, I would never recommend or tell you to ride Kali River Rapids. It's never gonna be on my must-do list. I'm never gonna tell you that it should be on your must-do list. Not because I don't hate water rides, but Kali River Rapids specifically, it's one drop. That's all it is. One drop. And I think it's just a waste of time, honestly. But we gotta do it today for the experiment. I did not get a lightning lane for it because no one is riding it because it is November. Last time I checked, it was a 10-minute wait. So I'm not even gonna look, we're just gonna walk over there and see what it is when we get over there. Yep, confirmed. Standby entrance, 10 minutes, because who would want to ride this ride at the end of November? Not me, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Now that I'm done with that, I was looking for different lightning lanes to see what I could do next, what I needed to plan for, and the one with the highest wait time currently, which is not a high wait time, but I'm just trying to use the lightning lanes as if I would any other day, was Kali River Rapids, which is a water raft attraction, and I am actually going to save that for the very last thing that I do. Definitely not a cool day, but it's definitely not a hot day. And I honestly do not want to walk around for the rest of the experiment wet. So I'm gonna save that for the very last thing that I do here at Animal Kingdom, which means right now I'm crisscrossing a little bit. I'm gonna go over to Dinoland USA, and we're gonna ride Dinosaur. We're back in Dinoland USA, and I'll be honest, it's always a little bittersweet every time I come here, just because we don't know how long it's going to be around for. At D23, they did announce that Dinoland USA might be going away for possible Indiana Jones area, a possible Encanto area, so we don't know how long it's going to be around for, so cherish it while it lasts, which is why we're going straight. So, well, you know what? It looks like a really short wait. Maybe I'll just do Triceratops spin real quick and then head over for my lightning lane at Dinosaur. That's what I'll do. Pivoting, Sage, pivot! Pivot! Triceratops spin is a Dumbo-style attraction where you hop into a Triceratops, and apparently dinosaurs, Triceratops fly. Pterodactyls aren't the only flying dinosaurs anymore. Triceratops also fly. Who knew? Now, typically, I'm not a huge fan of Dumbo-style attractions at this current point in life, or at least doing these things by myself, just because there are definitely a little more thrilling things to do. This is definitely more family-friendly for younger audiences. But the thing that I always can appreciate about Triceratops Spin is they've always got some solid music. At the time of filming, it is currently December 1st, which is crazy. Where did the year go? So right now they're playing, it's Christmas time, and some fun contemporary Christmas tunes, holiday tunes. But for the rest of the year, they play different songs like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Smash Mouth, some fun contemporary songs. So it's a great way to just, bop out in a dinosaur.
Cali River Rapids wasn't that bad. It's actually 80 degrees right now, so it's warm. It's 11:30, so it's not quite the heat of the day, but it's warm enough. I didn't get super wet. It's okay. We made it through. Now, we're heading to the next ride over, which is Expedition Everest. I do have a lightning lane for it. It has already started. So we're gonna scan right in, ride a roller coaster. Let's go find a Yeti. I heard there's a Yeti on the mountain, so we should go check it out.
We made it to our second to last attraction before we get soaked, and it's one of my favorite attractions. It's Dinosaur. Dinosaur is a thrilling attraction that might be one of the most terrifying attractions in Disney World today, other than it's tough to be a bug. Basically, a paleontologist has, 30 minutes? Thinking for my lightning lane. Basically, a paleontologist has access to a time rover, a time machine that's gonna take us back, and he wants us to steal a dinosaur. But unfortunately, we got too close to the big comet that destroys, all the dinosaurs. So hopefully we make it out in time. Now, inside of the queue of Dinosaur, definitely get off your phone and look around for a bit, because I didn't mean that to sound as dad as it was. But actually inside of Dinosaur, there's some actually real fossils. They were donated by a couple different organizations, but yeah, so basically there's a real dinosaur museum inside of Animal Kingdom. Something that's super important to remember, whether you're going on Dinosaur or it's tough to be a bug or Kilimanjaro Safari, always read the warnings. It states very clear that this ride is dark spaces, loud noises, scary dinosaurs, and if that frightens you at all, just be wary of it, because it's definitely I rode this way too young, and you will find me in some pictures from time to time still covering my ears at the Dinosaur. Does that make me a baby? Maybe, but it's a choice that I have to live with. Also, randomly, if you're in the queue for long enough, Bill Nye the Science Guy, he actually makes a random appearance here at Dinosaur. So after Ellen's Universe of Energy closed, Bill Nye, he stuck around here in Dinosaur.
Everest, fun as always. We are now moving on to our next land, walking past Finding Nemo, another wonderful show here at Animal Kingdom. We're gonna head to Dino Land USA. We're gonna hit up the 2 attractions there. I already have a lightning lane for Dinosaur, which starts in 5 minutes. So we're probably gonna do Triceratops Spin first. I'm sure it's a 5-minute, 10-minute wait. And then we'll do Dinosaur. And then we'll have one more thing after. This land is only a fraction of what it used to be. One of my favorite rides in all of Disney World used to be here, Primeval Whirl, RIP. But if you haven't heard the news yet, this land will not be here forever. We don't know how much longer. So enjoy it while you can. We're gonna ride Triceratops Spin.
And now we're headed back to Asia for our final ride of the day. And we started at 9 o'clock. It's currently 12:09. We happened to grab a last-minute lightning lane for Cali River Rapids, which means I think we're probably going to be wrapped up by 12:30. So 3.5 hours riding every single thing. We did crisscross. However, I do not think we needed to. I think crisscrossing did not help us whatsoever today. And I mean, it was fine. It wasn't bad, but I don't think you need to crisscross in order to tackle Animal Kingdom. I'm curious to see how Fry did, if she's definitely like, no, definitely crisscross. But I feel like I could have done land by land and had almost the exact same experience. Maybe had a little bit more of a break. Maybe instead of running to do Everest, during my 45-minute break between attractions, I could have, got into Satuli Canteen and got in Mr. Pibb. You know, or whatever.
Kevin, what are you doing here? Next up on the list is Dinosaur. This is an attraction where you go back into the past, to the land, to the time of dinosaurs, and you kind of accidentally bring one back with you, which we're not supposed to do, but it's okay because nobody noticed. It's fine. Dr. Seeker will handle it.
Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the Iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll! You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find it before security does. Thanks for everything!
Let's see, the standby interest, 5 minutes. Wow, what a weird day. Some lines are really long and or weirdly long, and some lines are really short. I guess because it's not a terrible weather day today, and no one feels the need like, oh, I've got to ride this water ride to cool down. That's how I, for some reason, imagine the people sounding. So this probably won't make much of a difference, but because we have the lightning lane, we might as well use it. We paid for it, so might as well get every penny we can out of it.
All right, we survived. It was a close one. Meteor almost got us, but we made it. We survived, and we have one more attraction left. As we head to our last land of the day, I do need to make a point to say that I don't feel tired, I don't feel rushed, I don't feel exhausted, and we are about to ride everything in a Disney park in 3.5 hours. We're almost done. That's why I love Animal Kingdom. Plus, I mean, you do have to consider the fact, the time of year that we're here doing this. It would be a different experiment in peak summer crowds, but still, this experiment is very easy to do here in Animal Kingdom. And if we were gonna stay here all day long, we would have so much time to do all the shows, eat some food, meet some characters. You could easily do it all in one day here in Animal Kingdom. And now we have to do the last thing on our list, which I don't like at all.
And 12:33, I am done. So overall thoughts, I do not think it was necessary to crisscross all over, especially with a good rope drop strategy. If you have Genie Plus or individual lightning lanes, all those tools make it easier to not drain your body and make you sore for the rest of your Disney trip.
I still don't understand why anyone likes the show. It has zero appeal to me. It's actually my worst nightmare. And this is the second time I've had to do it recently. Not a fan. Not a fan, but it's okay. We're done. We did everything in Animal Kingdom just a little over 3.5 hours. It was crazy. Now, again, we're not talking shows. We're not talking meeting characters. We didn't take a break to eat a snack. So that you must consider all the factors when planning your Animal Kingdom day. But let's go find Sage. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe.
Now go watch the same experiment over at Epcot. Bye.